what's up? Alright, it's Denny back with a 32 build update. Now you can see we got an intake manifold, a tunnel ram. Remember I said I wanted to build that? Went through some rolling changes this week suddenly, and I thought I would give you guys an update on what I did. Now, the intake manifold, I decided to use the cross ram intake that came with the Hemi, and then use the existing carbs that came with the Hemi. And there's the chrome valve covers are on there. I said I wasn't going to put them on to the end. Well, the tube frame on this thing that I had built, down the whole way of this thing, is actually some extra pieces I had left over. And what I did was actually sliced them and cut them, all 8 of them at the same time, and made a nice little pie notch out of them, and then welded them back together. Then I stuck like 4mm bolts on all 4 corners there, and screwed it down with lock nuts on top of the original intake, and then just used a little bit of Bondo to glue it together after it was all said and done. Then I used 2 bolts to bolt the top to the bottom, because the bottom of the intake, it's a 2-piece intake, the bottom is actually bolted to the heads, so that way nothing will come loose during running. And you can see I got the distributor in. I got to put the wires on it yet. I got an upper radiator hose cooking there, and my coil, and so the motor's almost there. I got the fuel pump on it, and on the other side you can see I do have the oil filter I threw on there. So not much done to the body other than I started sanding down the metal bonding compound to smooth all the edges in. So I'll bring it back a little bit, as you guys can see how it's like coming together. Now I got all my scallops here, and now I'll take a little bit of body filler and just make tiny little curves here and hand sand them all in. So another thing I wanted to show you guys was, if you see the 7.2 volt battery here, and I got an old Tamiya speed control under there. It's all busted up and broken, but that's what I wired in for my motor. So when you want to get her going, as soon as I get the speed control, turn it down so it idles. There you go. So now it's idling. Now remember, I still have that 2260 kV in the back here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wire in the front motor, the 540 can motor, with the lights. So when I snap the switch on, this is what I get right here. I don't need to actually have this thing wired in to the speed control to run, 14.8 volts through it like the brushless motor needs, because it's only a plastic fan, and I know it's going to disintegrate, because when you rev it up, you can watch. It gets a little out of hand there, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is cut the voltage down on the fan, and then we'll go from there. You see what I'm saying? That's me moving the speed control by hand. So you get a nice little slow idle out of it. Has a nice little tick and tack as it rocks away. So pick it up just a little bit. There you go. That was my whole plan with this whole thing, to make the Hemi motor actually, all electrically functional. And remember I said I put the bearings in the alternator, the water pump. That's a must. You got to put the bearings in it, you know. So if you don't do it, you're gonna have a problem. They're gonna melt down. So anywho, that's the update for now. Got the steering in the front like I did before, but today's update was the motor. And then this week, hopefully, I'll get the body off and finish the body up for that. I do have a canvas top, just for a matter of luck, at the shop where I work. Our glass guy, he was removing a rear window that somebody had sent down for us out of a convertible top. It was a Mercedes-Benz glass top, or glass window with a convertible top. So they had fortunately left enough chunks when they cut the window out for me to actually make a canvas convertible top for this thing that will wrinkle back and have like the wrinkles back here like they had. It'll slide back and forth when I'm done with it. So it'll be an actual 32 Ford cabaret top. So that's the update, guys. I hope you like it. It's Friday, and Danny's gonna pound a few 16 ounces tonight, and we're gonna sit there and we're gonna do a little bit of drinking, a little bit of thinking here, and see what happens. Cause it's my night off, and it's Memorial Day weekend. So I got some other things to do outside with my cards and stuff, and you know I got to get my muscle cars fired up because they've been setting all winter, and you know bring them back from the dead, and maybe piss my neighbors off a little bit by revving them up. Hey, but nothing else is new there. So, okay, guys, like, share, subscribe. Any questions, comments, or something like that, hit me up. You know, if you're building something cool, like, show me. I mean, some of you guys on YouTube right now really blowing me away. So, it's like, I like what I see. Okay, guys, I'm heading out now. Adios. Have a good one.